Are you here? Are you here? I want to focus on how to measure your success on Instagram, or I would say how to measure your progress on Instagram. So I'm gonna focus on the 3 ways where you can check your data analytics every week. So, yes, if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, make sure you do. Social Media Love AB, that's my name. First place where you check your overall Instagram analytics is at the top right corner of your account. So you see there's a little graph there. So I can make it bigger, but I'm gonna push on it right there. Boom, you see it was on the right. So I'm gonna go back so that you see at the very top beside my name, there is a little graph right there. You click in there. So this is your gold mine. Why? Well, first, as you can see, there are 3 tabs: activity, content, audiences. So activity is going to show you the last 7 days where you were active. It's going to give you the number of people who visited your account. It will show you how many people contacted you via either your phone, like because you can put 3 contact button on your business account. So you can put your email, your directions, or your phone. For me, it's just email. So I have 1 more email this week than last week. And then it gives you an idea of how many people discovered or reached your account. And then it gives you the days of the week based on what you posted. So, and then for each of them, if you see at the bottom here, I'm just going to remove that so they can see better. Yeah, here. It gives you the reach and the impressions. So the reach is the number of people that seen, unique people that have seen your post, and the impressions are people that may have seen your post more than once, right? So it gives you a sense each time if it's a plus compared to the previous week or if it's a minus. So this is, it gives you it's a barometer of, you know, the activities that are going on with your content on your Instagram. So but the best part is coming. It's called the content. So this is exactly the content that was the last 16 posts that were posted on my Instagram account. And then you can click on your feed. So the feed is where you post your regular Instagram accounts. You see all, and then it gives you all of them. And right in the middle here, you see the numbers. So it shows, so for me, I have a very small Instagram account, so you see small numbers, but still it gives a sense of, you know, what worked, what didn't. So you see that my best one so far is that video here, right there. So, and then after that, it's a drink for my birthday. And this is me again here, and then me again. And then, like, it's a lot of me. And on my Instagram account, there is not a lot of me. But what I discovered is that people like when my face is there. Yeah, so I guess either I have a nice face or that's because they feel they connect, right? So, and I hear that a lot, that when you have a brand, usually when you are the one behind the brand, people like to see the brand owner, I guess. But it's not true for everybody. So I would invite you to check your analytics and see what are the type of images or posts that works the best for your audience. So let's say I check this one because I'll show you after. So that gives you a sense of your regular posts. But now you go to this section, so you go back to your content analytics. So that was for your feed. Then you go next is the stories. What stories perform better? So you can see stories, and then it says your active story will be shown there. Stories older than 24 hours are only visible to you. So you remember a story on Instagram disappear after 24 hours being published, but they still are in your backstage so that you can see how they perform. So let's see all right there. And it's gonna open all the stories of the last 14 days. So again, what you do here, you say, okay, what are the big numbers? So I see Happy Friday, here's 135 435, 480 for this one. So this one was, if you hold down your story, it posted the story, so people liked it. And this one as well, Happy Friday, and it was a poll. So I'm going to show you. So once you know which one did great, for example, this one, what you do is that you swipe up, boom, and it gives you the details of what the story, how the story has done, okay? So, for example, for this one, you can see, I know it's very small, okay, and I can't make it bigger. Sorry about that. I don't think I can. No, I can't. Let's see. No, 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 no. Okay, so put your glass on, and then at the very end, I want you to look at this. It gives you not only your number of people who've seen your, you know, your story, but it gives you who clicked, how many clicked forward. You know how you want, if you want to move forward in the story, you tap, tap, tap on the right of your screen. So it shows here that I got 306 forward, tap, tap, tap to go forwards to see the next slide. And then it shows that some people even reward back 14. So that means those 14 ones are really interested because they want to go back to really understand the story, right? And then it shows, you know, some of them just went to the next story. And then some of them, 16, decided to quit my story. So it gives you a sense of, if you see a big number in terms of exit, that means you go back to it and say, what did I do wrong? What did I say? Why they didn't like it? Or if you see a big number that is positive, like look at it, what it is. So for this one, what's interesting is that it's a poll. And then a few people answered. And then this one was a good one too. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. You see, you have the small numbers here. This one, Tuesday meditation, another poll. That was a good one. And so I'm going to swipe up. I'm going to tell more. I'm going to say, you're going to give me the results of my poll. You're going to say who were the voters. So that's really interesting here, because when you see the response of those voters, sometimes you can connect again with those people and say, hey, I saw that you didn't do this, or you did this, or I saw that you don't like, you know, raspberry jam, but other jam would you like me to serve you? Basically, you learn so much from your people doing polls that you can contact them after. And then you see your viewers, of course, and then you see the number of interaction and how many people went back, forward, or exited your story. So that's for the stories aspect of things. And the last one is the audience. So this is where you learn who is your audience on Instagram. So for this one, I can see that they're mostly women on my account. And then age range is mostly 25-34. For women, you can click on women, men, or all. So it's pretty cool. Then after that, you can see the top location, and so by cities. So Fredericton, London, New York, Vancouver, that's for my account. And you can go by country, United States, Canada, United Kingdom, France, and Australia. And then you can see actually your followers when they are the most active. So it gives you, you know, from 12 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Mondays. You can go by hours or by days. When are they more active? On my account, it seems to be on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you can learn so much about how active your community is, right? Each time of the week. So that was the big general data here. Let's move to the second type of analytics you can get. So you go directly to your post. So let's say, I'm going to put that, remove this so that you can see better the bottom of my screen. So when you would just want to look at one post, for example, like I'm just going to go to which post I'm going to take. Maybe that video here. You have a little box here that says View Insights. Under each of your posts, you can click right there, and it's going to give you actually who liked it, who commented, and who saved it. So the right little sign here, like a ribbon, it's when people want to save your video because they haven't didn't got a chance to listen to it, but they want to save it in their collections on Instagram. So that's what they do. They're gonna click here like that, and then it's saved. There is a third location where you can just do stories. So basically you go to your stories around in the little circle right there, okay? And then what you do, okay, I have only two stories today so far. I'm gonna go to the first one, and then what you do with your finger, you swipe up, and then it gives you right away, it brings you back where I showed you in the first audience, the first audience I showed you. But I wanted you to make sure that you knew that there are 3 ways to access your analytics on Instagram. If you've learned something today, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Like it, share it with your friends, and I thank you so much for being there with me.